Adrian. Yes, I'm working as a web developer at the HBZ and am mostly concerned with development of ScoHub, as well as working on open educational resource search engines. And yes, I'm interested a lot in curricular data. So today I want to talk about a report about a hackathon and a concept we developed a few weeks ago. So the current status and challenges of curricula, especially in the school area, are the curricula are the working basis for teachers. Educational search engines should support teachers as efficiently as possible in their search for suitable materials when they are searching in curricular topics. And here in Germany, we have like 16 different states and all have their own curricula. So cross-state portals and services should be able to deal with the heterogeneity of the 16 states. So to further work on this topic, I founded a group, the Curricula Group, which meets monthly and works in close cooperation with the OER metadata group. And we want to transfer knowledge, publish controlled vocabularies regarding to this topic, yes, and maybe conceptualize a standard to model this kind of data. So my hypotheses are as follows. Curricula are presentable in a machine-readable way, even if no state publish them this way right now. Curricula of the different states have large overlaps in content. And in a distributed environment, linking of this curricula will lead to better search experiences for educational resources. So if educational resources and topics in curricula are linked to each other, we should make use of this. So the current state is something like this. If a teacher searches, for example, in a topic related to Bavaria, and he or she finds a dedicated resource allocated to that. If she searches in Berlin, for example, she will find an attached resource to that. And if she searches in some other catalog, she might also find a resource for that. But she only ever finds this one resource. So my idea is now to link topics that are connected to each other. So for example, I'm proposing if it's the exact same thing that's taught in different curricula, you can, for example, use SCOS exact match. And why SCOS exact match? Because it's a symmetric property on the one hand, and it's also a transitive property. So we are able to do things like that. We are able to use the symmetry here between links, and we are also able to do this because of the transitivity of SCOS exact match. So my idea is then basically this: if we have resources attached to curricular topics and we use SCOS exact match to link these topics, we will be able to find attached resources in different states. So if we just look and search then in one specific curricular topic. So that's the theory, but does it work in practice? So for this, we set up a tech stack consisting of some curricular data we crawled and modeled. We used Cocoda from Jakob and JSCOS. We used Apache Jena as a triple store, scribbled some Python scripts, and yeah, we had some teachers in this hackathon doing the actual mapping, which basically looked like this. This is a screenshot from Cocoda. It's a very nice tool to do the mapping. On the left-hand side, we had some curriculum data. On the right-hand side, the teachers had some curricular data, and then they just drag and drop the topics right here in the middle, chose the relation, hit save, and that's it. So the proof of concept was successful. Cocoda was very suited for this kind of work. And we were able to get resources to curricular topics that they were not explicitly allocated to. So our proof of concept worked, but of course we have a lot of open questions. So for example, how can we deal if two topics just overlap and they are not a SCOS exact match? how do we get actually the data in a machine readable way, because the states are not publishing it this way. We have to crawl it from the websites. And should we do the reasoning in runtime or use a cached reasoned results? Yeah. Thanks, Adrian. I think it was a lot to cover. Thank you for your attention, and I will post the slides in the chat later. Thank you.